targeted oil refinery facilities and also a power plant. And there could possibly...
Hey guys, welcome back to Long More of the Shows.
The Israeli Minister of Defense and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held a meeting to approve this operational plan. This, of course, comes, as we mentioned, after the Iran-backed Houthis claimed responsibility for that drone strike. It happened near the U.S. Embassy in central Tel Aviv, which killed one person and several others were injured. An Israeli spokesman described that strike on Thursday night into Friday as a terror attack that was targeted to kill civilians. The Houthi rebels have repeatedly launched drones and missiles towards Israel. In fact, the latest numbers show that in the past 9 months of attacks from the terrorist group, Iran's terror proxy in Yemen has launched over 220 projectiles against Israeli civilians and civilian infrastructure. But again, all of those attacks have been intercepted until this one. Houthis claim that their newest drones can bypass Israel's aerial defense systems, while the Israeli military said it was investigating what went wrong earlier this week. They think it might have been human error, but there was no interception. Until today, Israel had not made any attacks on the Houthis until today. The Israeli military confirmed that today's threat was in response to those previous attempts in the recent months. President Biden received an update on this situation. Again, it is ongoing. Of course, this comes, though, as top United Nations court today just said that their policies and practices used by Israel yesterday in its occupation of Palestinian territories are in breach of international law. International justice, of course, said Israel had no right to sovereignty in the territories and was violating laws against acquiring land by force. And Mr. Netanyahu, he is expected to travel to Washington, D.C. and address the joint session conference on Wednesday. Critics say Netanyahu is prioritizing his military operation against Hamas and over in Yemen with this latest strike, even though there's an internationally backed ceasefire deal that President Joe Biden has taken the lead in promoting. For now, though, President Biden is still expected to meet with the Israeli Prime Minister this week, but of course the White House has cautioned that he is still overcoming COVID-19, so we'll see how that plays out. But for now, we're still waiting on the latest breaking news here, whether we're going to see any fatalities after this strike and what comes next. But we'll bring you more information next hour. Alicia.
Okay. We will be checking with you for updates. Stephanie Bennett, thank you. Great.
Alicia, how the Trump campaign is handling the uncertainty over who will be their Democratic opponents on Election Day.
When I have a full report available.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength.
Sure, it's always at a bracket now. Nutrients for good health, and it's sure complete with 30 grams of protein.
You'll need to scan the target region.
I always wanted to know why I am the way I am. My curiosity led me to the big things to see all the traits that I've done. Now we're going to fit. Hard as hell.
No.
But we have.
John, I'm trying to find something for their phone.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, Select found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month, and his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs
At a price you can afford. Select Quote. We shop. You save.
Whether you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s and beyond. I know you're seeing changes in the skin of your life. Don't panic. It's never too late to transform yourself. And Crepe Erase is here to do just that.
Crepe Erase has been delivering smoother, firmer, younger-looking skin for almost a decade.
Did you know that Crepe Erase is America's
pray to God, see if he gives a buck still.
system for dry, crepey skin? That's because it works.
Win this war, we need to take every chance.
Not enough time on this one.
We'll have to be ready to engage the enemy during unpredictable situations. It requires special planning and preparation. I am sure you will find
Now
the
there's
results to
big
be as
news.
intriguing.
We're introducing the Skin Revitalizing Tool, specially designed to amplify the power of Crepe Erase.
This is the Skin Revitalizing Tool. It is new and it is free. Yes, you have it right. It's free.
Crepe Erase is already an incredible deal at only $49.95. When you order today, we'll send you the Skin Revitalizing Tool, a $129 value, free.
Priority commander. I'll notify you as soon as
Also
the
receive
report
our luxurious neck repair treatment, a $49 value, free. Since using Crazy Race, the skin on my neck looks airbrushed. I love it.
These two incredible bonuses are valued together at $178, but there are free gift TV.
Crazy Race is something I recommend to my patients because of course.
Don't wait. Get all this, a $247 value for only $49.95, plus free shipping.
If you're not reveling in your young, soft, sexy skin, just return the bottles, even if they're used up and empty, and we'll give you your money back.
This is a limited time offer that will not last. Scan the QR code, call, or go to creeperrace.com and order right now.
Ah, for fuck's sakes, it's stalled.
If you're in pain but need to stay mobile, you need Copperfit Rapid Relief, the revolutionary line of hot and cold therapy wraps that keep you mobile while you recover, no matter where it hurts. A breakthrough adjustable design with a soft gel pad insert in a lightweight copper-infused wrap for targeted hot or cold pain-relieving therapy of sore muscles and achy joints. If it hurts, Copperfit's got you covered. Get the full line of Copperfit Rapid Relief wraps, available at Walmart pharmacies.
Former President Trump's VP pick, J.D. Vance, now suggesting if Biden drops out of the 2024 race, he should also resign as president. This, as the Democratic National Convention is just weeks away. Christina Coleman is live with more. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Alicia. Yeah, J.D. Vance is not holding
Give me the
back
sword.
thoughts on this because if President Biden is going to drop out of the race, he should also resign from his job as president. He wrote on X, if Joe Biden doesn't have the cognitive function to run for re-election, he certainly doesn't have the cognitive function to remain as commander-in-chief. How can any Dem pushing him to drop out of the presidential race argue in good faith that he should stay on as president? Now, President Biden maintains that the elites are the ones who wanted to drop out of the race. However, a recent Fox News survey shows otherwise. The survey was conducted between July 7th through July 10th and shows 44% of Democrats say he should withdraw from the race to allow his party to
Commander,
select a
as of
different
right now, we
nominee.
don't have
This
enough
comes
intel to
after
get a
this
solid
disastrous
bearing on the
debate
local
performance and
resistance
growing
forces in that
concerns
area.
about his mental capability to serve effectively as president. Meantime, the number of Democrats pushing for the
We have made a
81-year-old
number of
president
new
to drop out of the
discoveries,
race
Commander.
keeps getting longer and now includes prominent Democrat California Congressman
Commander,
Adam
the
Schiff,
science
a
team
close
has grown
ally of
particularly
former House
interested in
Speaker
this field
Nancy
of research.
Pelosi.
So
Also,
much
Florida
so
Senator
that
Marco
their
Rubio
inspiration
was on the
predicts
short
the
list to
vast
be
improvements in our research
Wait a
efficiency. However, we
How
must
undemocratic. They like to talk
Despite their
about
brilliance,
democracy.
they
This is
are
basically an inter-party
the
coup.
science is eager
Why
to
was
begin.
it good party that word? Right, that's what it is. I mean, they're basically telling us now you gotta go. I don't care the voters pick you.
The Democrats clearly dealing with a lot right now. Also at the RNC this week, Rubio essentially said if there's something so wrong
Vendir
that Biden
adding
can't
new
be to
court.
be the Democratic nominee, how can he still be president? So Rubio clearly sharing the same opinion as J.D. Vance on this matter. Alicia?
Well, we will continue to watch during this very, very long summer. Christina Coleman, thanks.
All right, let's bring in today's political panel. Joining us now, the former chairman of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission under President Trump, Neil Chatterjee, and Fox News contributor Richard Fowler. Gentlemen, thanks for being here. We just in the last hour got the latest letter from President Biden's doctor saying that he's taking his 6th dose of Paxlovid and is improving signs. Obviously, it's kept him off of the campaign trail, but the campaign says he's eager to get back to the campaign trail and to prove to voters, particularly Democrat members of Congress who have doubts about it.
The
Here,
resistance is
what it
asking
might
for
be,
our
Richard,
help in extracting
somebody
a VIP who
from
had been
Jenna
providing
Dillon,
reconnaissance
the
data in this
campaign
area.
chair.
We've got the coordinates, but it's
He's
likely
absolutely
we'll have to figure out a
He's going to
consistent
show that
task
he is
force
fighting
to
for the
make
American
this work.
people. He's done that day in and day out since the debate.
But has he, Richard? I mean, he's shown that he's not fighting with anything other than the short stairs on Air Force One, fighting with the English language.
when he makes these small mistakes, whether it's introducing Zelensky's Putin or calling, forgetting Secretary of Defense Austin's name every single day, and that's what people are seeing.
I would like to have because I want to take a moment of personal privilege to, before we get to this question, I want to get into it, but to just honor the legacy of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who went to the Congress in 2005, got a chance to work with her on this very well. And I want to thank her for the work she did on civil rights, human rights, women's rights. She was a champion of the Violence Against Women's Act. And I think it's important to bring her up in this moment because as Democrats are having this conversation around what to do around the nominee. What you showed a list of all the people saying Joe Biden should drop out. And what makes this moment so eyebrow raising is you're saying you want the current president to leave, but you're unwilling to say who you want to replace him. And I think that's part of the problem that we sort of face this moment because the natural replacement, if we were to leave, I think it's only Joe Biden's choice, is the vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris, a woman who came up on the legacy of Sheila Jackson Lee, and a woman who was a prosecutor, who was an attorney general of the state of California, a woman who has been the sharp edge of this administration when it comes to the foreign policy in Africa, when it comes to fighting for paternal health, when it comes to fighting for women's rights. And so I think the problem the Democratic Party has in this moment is they're saying they want Joe Biden off the ticket donors, members of Congress. They're not saying who they want.
Donors are saying no more Joe, no more Joe.
Yeah, but without a replacement, without having to
what about the Jersey or the great point we now see Nancy Pelosi appears to be signaling her support for an open convention should Biden choose to step aside. What about that argument that say that it's essentially it's Democrats saying that look, the Democratic voters elected in the primary Joe Biden. Now that it's not going to be him, it should be open again.
Look, 14 million people voted for Joe Biden in this past primary. They voted for his. They also voted for his vice president, Kamala Harris. If you think about the backbone of the Democratic Party, it has been and will continue to be black women followed by black men, right? And I think if that's the case, like, look at which members of Congress aren't saying that Joe Biden is the Congressional Black Caucus followed by the Latino, the Congressional Black Caucus, the Congressional. And these women are, many of them are made up of women. One of those women happens to be Sheila Jackson Lee. So if that's the case, should be Kamala Harris if the president decides that he's the terrible debate points in this sort of conundrum has everything to do with the fact that the folks who are pointing to Joe Biden and saying you need to drop off this race, they're not giving the American people or the voters a way forward. That's an easy choice, which should be the vice president of the United States.
What do you think of that? If the Democrat, in Biden's campaign, if he chooses to step aside, if the thinking is, as Richard strongly sort of laid out, it's Harris, it has to be Harris, then, and by the way, I would add too, that, you know, President Biden has been saying from day one, she's always been qualified to be president, and so if she's not chosen, then she's not qualified to be second. When you look, we have some polls, I think you can put it up there, there's a head-to-head poll of Harris versus Trump, and you see, well, most of these polls we've seen, obviously, the slight ahead by Trump, but Harris, very competitive there. In fact, in some of them, in the Harris poll and the Washington Post, Harris beats Trump. Are you concerned about facing Harris? So, I'm not. I mean, look, these are national polls. National polls are meaningless. This race is going to be decided in 3 states, Wisconsin, in Pennsylvania, and in Michigan. And I won, the blue won, and I frankly think a liberal Democrat in California is going to struggle and probably underperform Joe Biden in those critical blue wall states, while Democrats are fighting a little over 100 days after the election who the nominee should be. Republicans are unified, we're coming together. But wait a second, yeah, so you talk about blue wall, because I think you're onto something there, but if you had a Harris at the top of the ticket, and Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, which is, he's wildly popular there, and the poll numbers have increasingly gotten worse for Biden in Pennsylvania, it's almost the case of if we're in a boat all together, we've got 3 holes in it, you try and plug the biggest one first. So you go to Pennsylvania, you try and turn things around where Biden has led the most of those 3 states to the blue wall. Are you not willing to say that if you had a Harris Shapiro ticket, that's more dangerous than one currently exists? Look, I think Governor Shapiro is very talented. There's no question about it. Most people don't know who he is. But just trying to find him in 100 days to have him raise the amount of money it takes to do that is just a Herculean task. Meanwhile, you've got Donald Trump trying to not only unify Republicans, but over the map and expand the field. We had the head of the Teamsters Union speaking at a Republican convention. There was an event on the sidelines of the convention that hundreds of people attended, senators, congressmen, and leaders in the clean energy space, talking about how the president's America First energy policy could reach out to voters who care about things like climate change and the energy transition. The Republicans are expanding the map while Democrats are struggling to even figure out who their standard bearer is. I am not concerned at all about running undefined ticket. I'm almost out of time now. But I gotta give Richard the last word here. Let's see about your
I think Donald Trump's 20 points on states, but it's not. The reason why it's not is because if you also look at these polls, right, you will find that most people don't like Donald Trump. Right, Donald Trump has been a weak candidate from the beginning. Yeah, sure, but that's a very small set of the American people, right? Most people don't like Donald Trump, and if you say that there is a unified party amongst Republicans, then the Senate minority, Mitch McConnell should not be getting booed on the convention floor at the Republican convention. The Republicans have some parties fractured within it. Now, the fact that Donald Trump is not up by 15, 20 points in a one push for 4 weeks, the Democrats aren't sure what they're going to do, speaks also havoc for the Republicans.
It looks like disarray, and I've got to thank you, let you go run out of time, but it does seem that what we're facing now is a GOP that seems to be unified and energized, where the Democrats seem demoralized and in disarray about what's the next step. Don't underestimate the average voter, what they saw last Saturday when President Trump sprung up to his feet and pumped his fist, blood gushing from his ear all over his face. The average voter who doesn't pay attention to politics all day saw that and were inspired by the demonstration of strength that it showed. I'm telling you, he may soon be up 15 points. Kid Rock was quiet. I just got back from New York singing. He has a new song, Fight, Fight, Fight. Richard Fowler, Neil Chatterjee, thank you very much. You've got to leave it there. Thanks for your time, guys. Alicia?
Thanks, Greg. How airlines and other industries are recovering this weekend from Friday's CrowdStrike tech outages. That's next.
It's just your mother and I were different.
Which is why we got Sling TV.
So we can watch live and free TV all in one app.
That's right.
Sling is really keeping this family together.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Here's chicken. Better than
Here's the BC Scoop every Thursday.
Help fuel today with Boost High Protein. Complete nutrition you need without the stuff you don't. So, Boost to now. Boost.
Missing out on the things you love because of asthma? Get back to better breathing with Xcom, an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma that has taken less than 8 weeks. Xcom is not for sudden breathing problems or other respiratory conditions, allergic reactions, don't stop your asthma treatments without talking with the doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens. Headaches and sore throat. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Step back out there with Xcom. Ask your doctor if it's right for you.
When you use Angie for your home project, you know all your jobs will be jobs done well. Roof repairs? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. So the next time you have a project, join the millions of homeowners who use Angie to care for their home. Hire high-quality, certified pros at Angie.com. I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on Fielddash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free. Go to Dealdash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Blackstone knew you deserved what's better, greater good. And responded, igniting an outdoor cooking revolution, creating better backyard celebrations. You make every breakfast, lunch, and dinner better. Anything, anytime.
What's over there?
Put your nearest Blackstone retailer at blackstoneproducts.com now. Everything better than Blackstone.
Got it.
And that's why I never drive those things.
Party's over, big guy.
We're tired of hearing, I don't want my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser measured floor liners front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just get WeatherTech.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get dirty.
Drive worry-free with these American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
Hi, I'm Wayne Devane. Right now, there's a serious discussion about who our next president will be. Republican, Democrat, Independent. The future of our country is hanging in the balance, which is why, as a good American, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to vote.
Barely fucking made it.
Buying gold from Roswell helps protect me against runaway inflation and all that paper money being printed around the world by unstable governments. Whether you want new or old gold or premium collector coins, Roswell has them all. What you order is what you get. No gimmicks, no nonsense, no hassle. So do your part to protect your future. Vote, buy gold.
Call Rosalind Capital now to get your free gold kit, free silver kit, and free IRA kit with smart ways you can transfer or roll over your IRA. Call 800-630-8900, 800-630-8900, 800-630-8900. Police in Bangladesh have imposed a strict curfew with orders to shoot violators on sight. It follows a string of deadly protests over a policy reserving nearly a third of government jobs for the families of war veterans. The unrest reportedly left dozens dead just the past 2 days.
4 people are now confirmed dead after a Russian missile attack in Ukraine. According to the local media, one of the victims of the attack was a 10-year-old boy. After the strike, Ukrainian President Zelensky said such daily terror demonstrates that there is not enough pressure on Russia and that Ukraine needs new measures to support their defense.
A massive tech outage felt across the world yesterday, causing disruptions to banks, hospitals, airlines, and businesses. Some of those issues still lingering today. Madison Scarpino is here, the very latest on this chaos. Hey, Madison.
Hey, Griff, some cyber experts are calling this the largest IT outage in history. While some instances are
Silver smoke chaos, smoke over the glass.
fully recover and get back to normal, a major cybersecurity firm is doing a software update Friday morning. Something went wrong. Computer systems then across the globe abruptly shut down. CrowdStrike says the investigation into the glitch is ongoing. The firm is looking to find the root cause of the update mistake, but they say it's not a hack.
Here's what we're learning in the aftermath. It is not over. There needs to be a much closer look at how a single company's mistake can disrupt everything in life throughout the entire world.
People are still stuck in airports, the TMPs were having issues, early voting in Arizona was even disrupted, and those are just some of the examples of the many problems the outage is causing. There is now a new concern. Experts are worried this may be the perfect opportunity for cyber criminals to take advantage of people desperate for a solution. President Biden has been briefed on this. Transportation Secretary Buttigieg is confident everything will be resolved soon, but says he's closely monitoring the mistake that led to this huge disruption. And Griff, it's unclear exactly how many businesses are still dealing with issues right now, but airlines were hit hard and they're trying to get back on track. I can tell you that there's over 1,900 flights canceled worldwide today, and that number keeps going up throughout the day.
I'm familiar. My wife's trying to fly back to Atlanta. I'm hearing a lot about it, but I don't have any good answers for her. Madison Scarpino.
You fucking kidding me?
Thanks, Griff and Madison. Coming up, the stories.
Out of nowhere, last guy, no health, fucking boom, kills my guy out of nowhere. Yeah, right.
From puffing their stuff to shining their coats, when people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's just smarter, healthier pet food. It's amazing what real food can do. Frustrated by skin tags? Stop the
Essentials is the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Now there's an easier-to-use home skin tag remover, clinically proven to remove skin tag safely in as little as one treatment.
At U-Haul, you know every family moves at their own pace. That's why we have U-Marts. We can store it or ship them. How, when you want it. Reserve today at U-Haul.com. Switch to Shopify so you build it better, scale it faster,
X-ray
sell
neutralized.
more. Flash more. Take your business to the next stage when you switch to Shopify.
When the sawdust settles, the engine roars. The thing you care about is the job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. You're involved. Whatever you do it for what's at Harbor Freight.
Heavier than it looks. Double time.
Oh, 3-in-1 extended relief formula for dry eyes. You're fine on vacation, but can't help but worry that something isn't right back home. With MyCure, home is just a touch away.
I'm gone.
MyCure is the only smart home security solution that provides video monitoring, real-time notifications, and lets you decide who comes in, who stays out, all in one easy-to-use app. So take that well-deserved break. MyCure has you covered.
Dashing.
Chimera has troubles in the holes. What does it mean for the dense future? Maria's All-Star Land is live, breaking down the latest. On Sunday Morning Futures with Maria Barlow.
We need to talk about sleep. Most people
All over it. Getting out of here. Beat to beat. Aye, aye. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Starts with a designated driver. Identification. All the guests on all the trips.
We must never allow these incidents to fill our hearts. The victory today is a minor footnote, a small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
Astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong planted an American flag on the surface that day to celebrate America winning the race to the moon. Armstrong famously said that, quote, "That's one small step for man, like a giant leap for mankind."
What these recruits lack in experience.
Police have found this under Jurassic Park jackpot. It's a rare find in southeastern Brazil. Archaeologists saying they discovered the dinosaur skeleton is nearly complete. They believe the bones are roughly 223 million years old, and that the creature would have measured more than 8 feet long. The fossils first uncovered by heavy downpours back in May. They said,
Okay, well, slithering across your screen here are just some of the hundreds of wild rattlesnakes in a rare Colorado megaden streamed on a 24/7 live feed aimed at uncovering the secret lives of snakes. Because did you know that? Several colleges, including California Polytechnic State University, started Project Rattle Cam, and now some of the rattlers even have names like Tom's, Clover, and Agent 008. So, for those of you out there who need some new material for your nightmares,
I can't look at it. I don't like snakes. Not the sharks, don't like snakes. And the mega did a rattlesnake encountered one in real life at the Border Patrol many years ago in Arizona. It was making the rattle noise. It was a pretty big 8-10 foot one. cold up. It was terrifying. I'm now going to have nightmares along with the rest of our viewers.
Now, I can't imagine you freeze, you run, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch
I was ready to run. All right. Yeah. Well, that's all for us this hour. Fox News Law continues with Eric and Rafael. I'm Greg Jenkins.
And I'm Elisa Acuna. Thank you so much for watching.
Progressive makes it easy to save with a quick commercial auto quote online. So you can get back to your monster to-do list. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com.
Subway's offering 20% off any sub, any size. Woo! 20% off subs is fun to say. 20% off subs are fun to eat. You'll love 20% off subs. The point is, any sub, any size. 20% off at Subway.
Whether you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s and beyond, I know you're seeing changes in the skin on your body. Don't panic. It's never too late to transform yourself and your skin. And Paper Race is here to do just that.
Draper Race has been delivering smoother, firmer, younger-looking skin for almost a decade.
Did you know that Crepe Race is America's #1 selling anti-aging body treatment system for dry, crepey skin? That's because it works, people. The Crepe Race 2-step system is clinically shown to reduce crepey-looking skin the very first time you use it. I just love my skin. I didn't love it before. I love it now.
And now there's big news. We're introducing the Skin Revitalizing Tool, specially designed to amplify the power of Draper Race.
This is the Skin Revitalizing Tool. It is new and it is free. Yes, you heard me right. It's free. With products.
Draper Race is already an incredible deal at only $49.95. When you order today, we'll send you the Skin Revitalizing Tool, a $129 value, free.
I mean, it's like having a spa in your hair. And you'll also receive our luxurious neck repair treatment, a $49 value, free. Since using Creepy Race, the skin on my neck looks airbrush.
I know it sounds crazy, but if there's any
These two incredible bonuses are valued together at $178, but there are free gifts.
So these get our weapons.
It is something I recommend to my patients because it works.
Don't wait. Get all this, a $247 value for only $49.95, plus free shipping.
If you're not reveling in your younger looking soft, sexy skin, just return the bottles, even if they're used up and empty, and we'll give you your money back.
This is a limited time offer that will not last. Scan the QR code, call, or go to DraperRace.com and order right now. When was the last time you checked in on your car? With Cardio Mobile, the personal EKG device, you can check it from home using your smartphone.
I use Cardio Mobile every day, sometimes twice.
Every morning I check, make sure I'm in good shape. It makes me feel pretty good about my heart condition.
It's a complete game changer. I mean, you might as well be in the doctor's office.
There's a way that I can communicate with patients that way before they have their own EKG in their pocket.
With Cardio Mobile, you can take a medical grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere. Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. And it's the only personal EKG that's FDA cleared to detect normal heart rate, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
Having Cardio Mobile, it's a peace of mind for me.
Because you can't see your cardiologist every day, but you can see your Cardio Mobile every day.
Get Cardio Mobile today for just $79. And check out our extended Prime Day deals at cardio.com or Amazon. Don't wait, these offers won't last.
Upgraded.
All right, now President Biden is fighting a battle on two fronts. He's recovering from another bout of coronavirus. He's also facing more pressure to potentially exit the presidential race. A new report today says the president is fuming at top party leaders and big money donors, amid speculation from some that he could pull the plug on the campaign by this weekend. But as of this hour, there is no indication that actually will happen, and he has said he's staying. This is a brand new hour of Fox News Live. I'm Sean. Hey, Arnell.
Hey, Eric, hello to one of our fellow devil. So today, Congressman Mark Takano announced President Biden should withdraw, and he's the 35th Democratic member of Congress to do so. Meanwhile, multiple media outlets say top Democrats, like former President Obama and former
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are reportedly working behind the scenes to force President Biden to make a decision. Meanwhile, the Biden camp is publicly going full steam ahead, announcing new fundraisers, and saying the president will be, quote, back out on the stump as soon as his doctors say he has recovered from COVID. Now, one of Biden's strongest supporters says sticking with the president is the only way to victory.
This process, this trauma that is created, it may not be healthy, but it's curable. And I think that we are well poised to win this election, as the Vice President said, come November. But we must stay focused, stay steady, but run all over the state, get into commission, and have to fight on the floor. And the people of America living in on that disunity is not the way to hold yourself out to the American people.
I like these weapons.
Maybe possible to try to exactly where they took off.
Good to meet you, my friend. We have a detailed update on the president's condition as he continues to battle COVID-19 once again. We've actually heard from the White House physician Connor today, and he said that the president has undergone and completed now his 6th dose of Paxlovid. And actually this morning, he's also still said to be experiencing a, quote, loose, non-productive cough and hoarseness, but his symptoms continue to improve steadily. Again, that according to the White House Dr. Kevin O'Connor. Meantime, as you know, Eric, there are competing narratives surrounding the campaign at this hour. It's either Joe must go or not unanimous, but we're united. We're unified. Even as a growing number of Democrats continue to call for him to step aside and lead the race. In fact, nearly 3 dozen Democrats are calling for him to abandon his re-election bid. As you mentioned, RFL, by 35th, adding his name to that list today. But Jerry Connolly of Virginia adroitly telling the New York Times, quote, we have to cauterize this wound right now, and the sooner we can do it. That's a sentiment shared by many in party leaders. It said, I'm fighting unless. I think the president is weighing what he should weigh, which is who is the best candidate to win in November. The Democratic Party's values and priorities in this campaign. Bruce Coon speaking there. Now, all this is happening as the president is once again eager to prove not just his personal vigor, but the resilience of his campaign. He wants to get back out there on the campaign trail as soon as possible, with possible trips for Georgia and Texas coming up perhaps as soon as this week. Of course, a lot of that will depend on how well he is recovering from his latest bout with COVID-19. Back to you.
All right, Evan, around the beach, we certainly wish the president the very best.
Absolutely, we do. Okay, when we move forward, President Trump is back on the campaign trail this evening, and this will not be your average Trump rally. It's Trump's first since the assassination attempt on him 1 week ago in Pennsylvania, and his first with prominent running mate J.D. Vance. It will also be indoors, which is unlike Trump's usual outdoor rallies like the one last Saturday. Now, Alexis McAdams, she was in Bunker, Pennsylvania last weekend, and she is today in Grand Rapids with the very latest headlines.
Eric, now, as you mentioned, this is going to be a little bit different here, right? This is inside here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They chose this specific location, the Trump team, because this is in an important swing state here where so many voters are trying to hear from the former president and now his new running mate, J.D. Vance, on that stage behind me. Security top of mind, as we know. We're going to keep it close here to Trump's tone here to see if he's more about unity or going after former President Biden. At the RNC, it was a little bit more about unity in the future. We do know he's going to keep the man who was shot and killed at this rally at the top of his mind. Listen.
I know the memory of Corey Comforatory will be with him today on his shoulders as he meets that big, beautiful crowd in Michigan. President Trump is a fighter. He is fearless. His courage is contagious. Nobody in the United States should be afraid to attend a peaceful political rally and lose their life.
Now, long lines of crowds wrapping around this arena as each person will have to go through airport-like security. No bags are allowed inside. Some people even camped out our bell overnight. So think about that, okay? Out here, not just for this morning, but all through the night. This rally is expected to be huge with federal, state, and local police on high alert. We want to pull up this mugshot right now on your screen. This is a Florida man who's now behind bars after investigators say he threatened to kill both
Donald Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance, after that assassination attempt, he wrote those threats, so that investigation remains ongoing. We know J.D. Vance will be taking the stage tonight with President Trump. The Trump team says they wanted Vance because they believe he could pull in more voters in the Rust Belt, like in places of Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Ohio. People I talked to out here say Michigan could be on that red wave. Watch.
You've been told to lower your expectations and to accept less for your families. I am here tonight with the opposite message. Your expectations are not big enough. It is time to start expecting and demanding the best leadership in the world.
But I think it's important tonight to just watch how this plays out on stage for the first time, whether it's an indoor rally or an outdoor rally. People here and the former president, of course, are going to have what happened just a week ago in Butler, Pennsylvania on their minds. How can you? They're still playing those same songs like Macho Man and those walkout songs that the president was stepping out of that stage 2 moments before he was almost shot and killed. So it's something that is going to be on everyone's minds here as the president takes that stage right up. Hey, Alexis, really quickly, how's the crowd? I see a lot of people are there behind you. How does he feel? What's the mood like? So right now they're all still trickling in. So here it's a little bit more calm. But outside our valley, Grand Rapids, Michigan, I can tell you there were thousands of people waiting in line for hours. They were excited. They were cheering that what has now become pretty much Trump's rallying call, fight, 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 wearing those T-shirts of that iconic photo of the former president on their shirts from the other day where he had that blood on his ear and his fist in the air. So there's going to be a lot of excitement in here as they turn towards the future. Hey, Alexis McAdams in Grand Rapids, Michigan, thank you very much. Eric?
I don't know we're now learning more about how 20-year-old Thomas Crooks was able to somehow bypass the Secret Service, the police, and fire those shots at the former president. Some of the questions we're getting answered today, how the gunman and his AR-15 rifle, how he did that. What he may have used to scope out the best spot to try and kill the former president. Brian Yennis live now in Butler, Pennsylvania. The very latest on what authorities are saying. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Ari. Good afternoon. A source familiar with the investigation tells me that, look, it took a single shot to kill the would-be assassin Thomas Crooks, and that shot came from a Secret Service counter sniper. That the source says it was. He described the shot as a 1 in a million type of shot. The counter sniper could only see the top.
Okay, let's save this actually.
Because the lip of the EGR building that Crooks was on was obscuring that view.
I'm gonna see you guys next one, alright? Peace.